Act of 1932 is to control and regulate and monitor the partnership and the issues arising in partnership. And as per Section 4 of the Indian Partnership Act. Now friends, when we are talking on to the Indian Partnership Act, the definition and the details of the definition, I think we have gone through already yesterday. We have completed this part, right? The why section 11, what is a connection, all that we have not gone through, right? Now friends, we said in section 4, the definition of partnership is only to talk about, it is a relationship between two or more persons who have agreed to share profit of business carried on by all or any of them acting for all. This is what the definition is, what we have learned. Now, when we are talking on to the definition, I said first and foremost, we must understand what is a relationship that exists between the partners. I said it is implied and mutual agency. What do you mean by the mutual agency and what is the intricacy on this mutual agency? Let us understand, in the case of the consignor-consignee relationship, there is one principal who is to probably be obligated on the performances of the agent consignee. All the acts and deeds of agent will commit the consignor, the principal, and therefore he is to be bound by the acts of agent is what we have seen. But principal is there to earn the profit, the consignee is there or agent is there only to enjoy the commission. But when we are talking about the mutual agency as a relationship, what is precisely being understood? If A, B, C are the partners assuming carrying on business, assuming they are all competent persons to contract, and if they become partners, every act of A will bind on B and C. Every act of B will bind A and C. Every act of C will bind A and B. That is what we mean by a mutual agency. So therefore, there is no question of one is principal, the other one is agent, is not being thought of. If one is agent, the other two acting like principal, they are bound by the acts of agent. In the process, each one can act and each other person can be bound by the acts and deeds of any person who is on the act. That is what we mean by the mutual agency as what we need to consider, what we need to appreciate. So now that relationship is what we consider as the mutual agency. Now, whether sharing of profit is a conclusive evidence or the mutual agency is a conclusive evidence of an existence of a partnership firm could be a question fundamentally that you must have addressed even while talking on to the Partnership Act when you have studied in mercantile law. A prima facie evidence could be considered on sharing the profit, but sharing the profit cannot be a conclusive evidence. That means what is the difference between the two? When I am saying a prima facie evidence to the conclusive evidence, what is the difference? When we say sharing of profit is all about the conclusive evidence, what will happen? Sometimes in a partnership firm, a manager who has been given the various responsibilities, at times to induce him to do better, he is given salary plus a percentage on profit also to make him work better. He is also to share the profit. Can he become a partner in a partnership firm simply because he is given the profit? So therefore, all those who enjoy profits, they are all not to be considered as partners in a partnership firm. So therefore, a sharing of profit is, yes, it is prima facie, there is an evidence to exist partnership firm. But that cannot be a conclusive evidence of an existence of partnership firm. Then what is a conclusive evidence? The mutual agency. whether your acts are binding on me, my acts are binding on you, and our act is